All right, welcome to a nice little 3-on-3 here, and the fully powered cube. Not a fully powered pack though. What is going on? This is one of the worst cube packs I think I've ever opened. I'm not even exaggerating. What's my first pick here? Watery Grave, Sword of the Meek, Malcolm, Council's Judgment. These are not first pickable cards. I'm passing to the dog. All right, well, enjoy your Council's Judgment, I guess. I guess I'll just take Watery Grave. Oy. Well, second pick's got cards. I'll take a Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune over, again, a really bad pack. The next best card after Wheel, I guess, is Noble, Talisman, Ketria Triumph, Spire Bluff. Oof. Okay, well, Wheel of Fortune it is. Rough start to this draft, but we'll see what we can do. Well, it's not really getting better. Huh. What am I supposed to take here? The best card in the pack's Path. I guess I could take Path. It's a horrendous start. Watery Grave, Path, Wheel of Fortune. There's also a Creeping Tar Pit, so I guess I could like double up on blue-black lands. There's a Birds, but I don't think I'm supposed to take Birds here. All right, I'll take the Path. Part of it is like Sandy would just take the Path otherwise, and this pack's kind of bad for him. I assume he's playing white. He might not be, but no, I haven't passed good cards really any deck. This has been a pretty rancid stretch of packs. That's kind of funny. Well, we'll see how this draft goes. Maybe he takes Inspiring Vantage here. I don't even know. There's Carnage Interpreter, Chain of Smog, Shallow Grave. Basically, these packs have a lot of not only like kind of like the overall weaker cards in the cube, like Memory Jar or what have you. Well, this pack has Strip Mine, Pride, Ragavan, Mox Opal, Manifold. Those first four cards I name are better than every card in the first three packs I've seen. What do I do now? Do I take Ocelot Pride and just kind of throw both those cards away? Do I take Ragavan, which keeps the wheel alive? I can't take a Mox Opal here. We all know that. Oh, we do, right? I can't take it, even with wheel. Draw some more extra cards. I guess I'll take Ragavan. I don't know. This is a this is a tough spot. Now there's a blue-white duel, a Bauble, a Remand, and a bunch of kind of like artifact-y cards. See, should have taken the Opal. I guess I'll take Remand. I'll just kind of take the best cards out of these packs. It's really difficult to imagine playing all of these cards in my final deck, but I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to review the draft on this one. Mostly so we can marvel over how bad the first couple packs were, but also just curious. Like, I could have definitely gone a different direction on these last two picks. The first three picks, I actually don't feel, I mean, we'll see, but there wasn't like tons of wiggle room there. It's just like, it was all bad cards. And then this pack has a Fractured Identity, Undermountain, a Windswept Teeth, a Volcanic, and a Drop for that matter. I kind of want to take Windswept Teeth. It's an awkward duel, but I have a Path, and it's just early enough in the draft that this could just go anywhere. I could also take Volcanic, because then I'd have a decent start to like red-blue, maybe splashing one of these two colors. I don't think I want to take Undermountain. I could take Fractured as well, but I think I just want to take a land here. I'm actually going to take the Volcanic. All right, and now I could take Planisphere and maybe settle into like kind of like a blue-red deck. I don't think Blood Tithe is a big loss. Reckless Stormseeker is whatever. Okay. I mean, we'll see. I mean, maybe Path and Watery Grave play a part in this as well. Well, now I'll just take Spire Bluff. Noble Wield, but I'll leave the green drafting to someone else. Okay, this is at least coalescing towards something. Here, oh, Inspiring Vantage Wield, interesting. I think I'm actually going to take Carnage Interpreter. This is starting to look like the kind of deck that Carnage Interpreter could be good in. Superior Guide's also kind of nice with Wheel, but I've been liking aggressive red decks in Cube, so maybe this is a place to go. And here, there's a Pyrite Spellbomb, which could be decent. There's a Knight's Whisper. I'm not even the big fan of that. Aang is a good card. I'm not going to take Jackrabbit or Yavimaya or Knight's Whisper. So it's like Gemstone Caverns, Aang, or Pyrite. I kind of think I just take Pyrite. I actually don't mind playing these cards. Now, no one's playing artifacts. I could maybe, like, the Mox Opal's gone, I guess. But I could maybe take Mightstone, or I could take Sicarian Infiltrator. I don't think I want Gadgeteer, Endstone, or Everflowing Chalice. I'll take Sicarian Infiltrator, I suppose. Oh, here I think I'll take Enduring Curiosity over Infernal Grasp. And now I'll take Stormseeker. Okay, Infiltrator is a maybe, but got a decent start to just like some kind of red-blue deck, I guess. And I hated Sandy's Path to Exile, I think. I mean, I don't know that he's playing white, of course. All right. You know what? If Sandy ends up playing green, it's like one of the first times ever, then go nuts. He could take all the green cards. Well, gonna need some help, but I feel like we at least have some decent stuff. Oh, all right. That's not nothing. The Inspiring Vantage. I have a Watery Grave and an Inspiring Vantage that in a path, so we got some options. Oh, there's a Time Vault. The Manifold Key is gone, but all the other ones aren't. Yeah, I'm gonna take Time Vault. Passing Legend of Roku is a nice one. Pyroblast, Inquisition, Snapcaster, Catacombs. Yeah, we'll get something back here too. All right. Well, now at least we've got a direction. This also makes the Wheel of Fortune quite a bit better. So, oh, Voltaic Key is gone, right? Manifold Key is gone, not Voltaic Key. Yeah. I had a draft recently where the fact that I had Manifold Key was incredibly important because I just used the unblockability to win multiple games. Here, I don't need Watery Grave. Passing Nadu and Titania is fine. Oliphant is not bad. It's a red-blue duel. There's also Xander's Lounge if I end up red-blue-black. But I kind of think I just take Oliphant. This could also be a black duel at some point if I get a red-black duel. I don't think I need to take Trinket Mage. All right, I'll Oliphant. Oliphant's just a pretty good card. I don't know. I feel good about the Volcanic over Windswept Heath pick, I'll tell you that much. Here, there's a Luris, a Chursa, a Sneak, and a Woodfall, and a Counterspell, and an Inti, but I'll take Counterspell. There's also a Badlands, which is something to, I mean, what's going to wheel here? Like, if Sneak and Entomb both get taken, I'm going to wheel something good. All right. So we have Counterspell and Remand. We have Time Vault with nothing to go with it yet. Tezzeret is not gone, I don't believe. Oh, now there's a Breach, too. And a Bauble. And a Fire Covenant. I already have Watery Grave. Badlands might wheel. I think I take Fire Covenant. This card's awesome. I don't have like the best Urza's Bauble deck. It's good with Planisphere. It's good with Carnage Interpreter because it's like a card you can store and play and then play Interpreter. Discard the rest of your hand. But I think I just take Fire Covenant here. Fire Covenant's a great card. Oh, and there's a Badlands? Okay. There's also Thundertrap Trainer. Well, I'm not taking Bitter Triumph, but there's Pyrokinesis. I do love me a Pyrokinesis. I think I'm going to try to have my cake and eat it too. I think Pyrokinesis is just kind of a busted card. It's great with Wheel of Fortune too, and with Carnage Interpreter. And I think that there's a chance I wheel Badlands, especially if there's a Blood Crypt in the pack, pick 5. I could even wheel this Blood Crypt if like it goes Borrower, Yaranoski, Bitter Triumph, and then I'm not sure what the other two would be, but we'll see. All right. I'm going to be bummed if this Time Vault pick doesn't work out, but I mean, I think it was a very clear pick. So we're looking for Tezzeret, Saheeli, and Voltaic Key are the ways to combo at this point. I'll just take Miscalc here. I don't have Tinker Citadel. Passing a late Deep Cavern Bat and Sedgemoor Witch, but Miscalc is pretty great, so let's do that. Could use a little acceleration to make this wheel better, but Pyrokinesis is good with wheel. Time Vault's good with wheel because just if you have the Time Vault combo, drawing 7 cards lets you assemble it easier. Right now, picking up the Time Vault, a lot's going to hinge on whether this works. Because if Time Vault works, things like Enduring Curiosity, Reckless Stormseeker become worse. Interpreter also. The cheaper stuff still stays good. Sicard Infiltrator is good because I'm playing like a Time Vault counterspell deck. What came back? Oh, Snapcaster came back? Okay. I'll probably just take that. It's good with all the counters. It's good with Fire Covenant. It's not good with Pyrokinesis because that doesn't work that way. You'd have to just pay the 6. But I think Snapcaster has room to grow here too. And Legend of Roku is not a card I'm going to be that sad to live without, though I think it's a good card. And then here, Xander's Lounge wheeled. Okay, I will take that over Trinket Mage, which has 1 target. Though I know if I get the key, the Trinket Mage would be good. Mind Collapse, City Traders, but let's just take Xander's Lounge. Badlands also wheeled. So did Tursa and Inti. And I have a Watery Grave already. So I'm doing pretty well on fixing, I feel like, with Oliphant. I could maybe justify Inti. Inti is a pretty good card. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Blood Crypt also could come back given the way things are. Here, I kind of wonder if I should just hate through the Breach. I'm not going to play the Verge. All right. Just because we passed that late sneak. So Badlands didn't wheel, but Brazen Borrower did, and I think I want that. I could also take Dragon's Rage. This is not a bad Dragon's Rage deck. I've got a bunch of different types. It's good with Inti. It's good with Enduring Curiosity. All right, let's actually go with Dragon's Rage. I think I am going to be red aggro here. I'll take a Firebolt too. Picking up the late Inti and Dragon's Rage makes me want to be a little bit more of a beatdown deck. And now, I'll take Legend of Roku over Flame Tongue and Crater Maker here. I think Legend of Roku is cool, and I want to get a chance to try it. So you exile your top 3 cards. You can play them until the end of your next turn. Then you add a mana of any color. Then it flips into a really good 4/4. So kind of interesting. You know what? Manamorphose also is a totally playable card here. Nice with Pyrokinesis too. You know, Fallen Shinobi's not a 0. I mean, I'll put it in the sideboard for now, but that could actually end up working out. All right, what do we got? There's a Tamiyo, a Thoughtseize, Steel Cutter. I'm going to take Tamiyo. Iteration as well. So there's some good cards here. No one's gotten Fire Nation Occupation to work here. It doesn't have infinite time. You got another week or two Fire Nation Occupation, then we'll be getting out. All right, well, I'll take Tamiyo. Tamiyo's great. All right, 5 packs to get a key. Let's go. I have to take key over basically anything at this point. Obviously, if I get past a pack with a Mox and a key, I'll probably just have to take the Mox. But okay, so now there's a Saheeli, which does work with Time Vault, but otherwise isn't amazing in this deck. So I think I either take Urza Saga or Chain Lightning. And honestly, I think I just take Chain Lightning the way this is going. I might end up cutting this Time Vault. I don't have much in the way of Saga stuff. I don't have Acceleration. Let's just take Chain Lightning, and we have a good blue-red beatdown deck. I've got a bunch of counters. Oh, Chain Lightning also great with Snapcaster. Yeah, no, this looks good. And I think there's a decent chance Saheeli wheels, so we'll see. Missing out on Saga is not the end of the world. Now there's Lorien Revealed, Gitaxian Probe, Multiversal Passage. Passing a Palace Jailer, I think. And there's an Echo of Eons. That doesn't do much for me either. Kind of want to just take Lorien Reveal. Is that terrible? It's a blue-red black land. Yeah. I mean, Multiversal Passage is too. I don't have any pitch cards that work with Lorien Revealed. Ooh, my teammate used Cogwork. I like that. Maybe I actually just take the untapped land that's any color as well. I think that's probably fine. Okay, 3 more packs. I'll put the Time Vault inside. Wait, no. I should put it in the main deck. Gotta have faith. Tamiyo, Fallen Shinobi? Sakari Infiltrator, Fallen Shinobi? Maybe the Brazen Borrower would have been good. Though actually Dragon's Rage is also good with Shinobi. All right, you know what? Let's put Shinobi in for now. Let's manifest. Because I at this point have Watery Grave, Xander's Lounge, Multiversal Passage, Oliphant, Manamorphose. I have a decent amount of fixing for it. Okay. I got to pick one the Time Vault, so no one knows about the key. They shouldn't be hating keys for me. Boom, bombs away. 4th pick, Bombardiers. Don't mind that. Passing Ether Spellbomb, Ancient Tomb, a Cogwork, Raugrin Triumph, but nice little Bombardiers deck. Currently, this is 15, 16 lands. Well, I've got an easy cut. It's Time Vault. Wheel of Fortune also could get cut too, depending on how things go. I don't care much for Chandra. This isn't an Ugin deck. I honestly think I'm just probably going to take Fiery Island. Redirect Lighting's been cute. I haven't really seen it be amazing yet, but 1 mana to redirect something seems like it could be good. I don't want Undercity Sewers in this deck so much. I could also take Odawara. Maybe that's actually better. Odawara is really good. Yeah, all right. Let's just take Odawara here. All right, Time Vault. Do or die time. This is it. Last pack. I guess if I wheel Saheeli, I could consider playing the 2, but I might just not play either. That might be better for me, so we'll see. I'm pretty happy with this Pyrokinesis pick, by the way. It's looking like a really good card in this deck. Oh, there's Tezzeret. That does work with Time Vault. Okay, there we go. It's not as good as a key, but it's still pretty good. It's 5 mana to do it. Or you just untap, or you play Time Vault first or Tezzeret first. Yeah, I'm fine with either of those. All right, passing on a Shelldock, a Top, or a Tidebinder. Those are all fine cards. I would play them, but now I'm going to play that. I'm going to take out maybe Enduring Curiosity, maybe Sakarian Infiltrator, actually. And we'll see what else. Oh, Steel Cutter Wheel, but I have no zeros, so I'm just going to take Iteration. I think I like that more than Magda. Iteration is just a pretty great card. And then here, Saheeli did wheel. I mean, I guess I'm not going to play Zhao the Moonslayer or Talisman, so I'll take the Saheeli. I mean, Saheeli could be... I have a decent amount of spells, including a free spell. Well, I probably am not going to play the Saheeli is my guess. It'd be nice to pick up another 1-drop artifact for Tezzeret, by the way, but we'll see if we can. Oh, Probe is really nice in this deck, though. I will take that. Probe makes Saheeli a little better, too. It lets you know whether Time Vault's open for business. I could take Reckless Stormseeker out. It's not the best Stormseeker deck. Oh, wow. Ancient Tomb Wield? This actually looks like it could be a pretty good Ancient Tomb deck because my mana's pretty good, and I've got a couple expensive cards. Plus, it's just the best card, so I'm going to hate it regardless of whether I want to play it. Fiery Islet did come back. I will take it over Show and Tell, Dracosaur, Chandra. Yeah, I'm already cutting cards. My mana's actually great, so that is nice. I think I might cut Fallen Shinobi. I don't have enough things that I think get through reliably. And now I just need to cut one card, and I think I kind of want to cut a spell. Well, I kind of like my spells. Maybe I cut the Firebolt because I have Pyrite and Chain Lightning and Pyrokinesis. All right, something like this seems to me. So 16 land plus Oliphant, Manamorphose Probe. I'll just hate Sanguine Evangelist. I could hate Beseiju because it stops the Time Vault combo, but Sandy just plays green 1/15th as often as he plays white. All right, well, Blazemire Verge seems like a fine playable, so I will take it. And I guess I'll take Zhao, even though I'm not really going to play that. All right, let's go. All right, I mean, I think I kind of built the deck already, so do I even need a swamp in this deck? I've got Blazemire Verge, Multiversal Passage, Watery Grave, Xander's Lounge, Oliphant, Manamorphose, 6 black sources for Fire Covenant. Yeah, that would be sufficient. I guess I'll put a swamp on the sideboard, and oh, I don't own a Zhao the Moonslayer. All right, well, c'est la vie. I'm probably going to cut that card from the cube. It hasn't really worked out too great. I mean, my mana, I assume, is going to be pretty good. Using invasion lands today, I decided to switch things up. So this is now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue. Yeah, I have fantastic mana. Not even counting Manamorphose. And a pretty good amount of sideboard options. I mean, I have a lot of spells, including some free spells. I could Saheeli here. Saheeli plus Time Vault is generally going to win you the game if Saheeli has full loyalty, because what happens is Saheeli copies Time Vault onto something, and then you tap that something and take an extra turn, and you do it again, but you can only do it twice. I mean, I guess I could cut the Planisphere, but the Planisphere seems kind of nice in this deck, too. Yeah, it's also really nice, the Planisphere is, with Bombardiers. All right, I'm going to go this way, I think. All right, checking in the teammates. Sven has a Ruby, Mana Vault, Entomb, Ritual, Inquisition, Reanimate, Archon, Woodfall Primus, Vaultborn, Necromancy, Emperor Bones, Persist, and also Titania Zurin Orb. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And the Caracas. All right, I like it. With Demonic Consultation in the sideboard, I like that too. And Manifold Key. Boo. Mark, though. You ready for this? Mark has Pearl, Mana Crypt, Lotus, Opal, Fable, Luris, and Salvagers for Lotus. Also like Solitude and Fractured Identity, Steel Cutter, Mentor, Oust, Bobble, some Talismans. Yeah, this deck is sick. Ha! Okay, yeah, can't wait to see how this one plays out. All right, let's get to it. We're going to be playing the dog round 1. All right, round 1 against the sandiest of dogs. And I don't think I'm going to keep 6 lands Probe. I will keep this. I think. Let's see. I think I'm going to put back Tezzeret here. It makes Time Vault worse for sure. Oh, I was on the play. For some reason, I thought I was on the draw. A mountain. Okay. And then pass the turn. And then I can go turn 2, Remand, turn 3, Bombardiers. And I don't usually love playing like a naked Bombardiers, but that opens the door to a Carnage Interpreter on 4. And then I can throw the clue immediately, or one of the clues, to deal 2. See if Sandy is on white. I didn't actually talk to my teammate about what we passed. So, oh, Sandy playing green? Nice. I love it. I did pass a bunch of late green cards, including like a last pick Llanowar, but you know what? Good for you, Sandy. Broadening your horizons. Like Sandy drafts like historically probably Boros 65% of the time. Blue-black combo, whether that be Reanimator or Oracle or whatever, Flash, 30% of the time, and like 5% of the time draft something else. So kind of interesting to see. Oh, he revealed Palace Jailer. Well, I guess maybe he's white green, which is still drafting green. Yeah. I mean, the Birds and Nobles were the best cards going around in those packs for sure. I'm going to keep Remand up here. It would have been nice to play turn 1 Dragon's Rage, turn 2 Remand, turn 3 Bombardiers, throw at the Birds, but I think this will be okay. And maybe I'll draw enough stuff to play that I don't run out the Bombardiers yet, and I set up Interpreter a little later. I'm not sure. Ketria Triumph. Pass the turn. Okay. Fiery Islet. Dragon's Rage Channeler. And now I can remand something. Don't play anything on a turn. Oh. Containment Priest. Okay. That is fine. My guess is he's not just going to run out the Palace Jailer, though maybe he could. If he attacks with Priest, I'll just take 2. I can play Snapcaster end of turn. I'm not going to play Snapcaster now, because then he would just Containment Priest the Dragon's Rage. That wouldn't work out well. It's also not like Containment Priest does anything specific against me besides interactions maybe he's got with his deck. Okay, Sandy. Let's play something. Okay. Remand that. Blazemeyer Verge. Yeah, I'll put that on top. Play Blazemeyer Verge. Send for 1, pass the turn. Now I have Snap Remand. And then I can go Bombardiers and kill the Birds. But then he Palace Jailers the Bombardiers. Oh, and Urza's Saga. That's annoying because that also, he must have just drawn that. I think he would have played it last turn, yeah. Now he can maybe sit back and not do as much, but all right, I'm going to take 2 again here. If he's got all sorceries, he still kind of has to play something. Hopefully it costs more than 2 mana, though. Okay. And Dion comes down again. Snapcaster. See, if I could yield to all button there, I just get screwed. Wolf. I'll stop ranting about it. I say that every time, but it just annoys me every time I see it. All right, well, that I'm definitely going to put in the graveyard. Remand. Oh, Counterspell? Well, if I knew I was drawing Counterspell, I could still draw an untapped land here and have it be really good. Oh, a Fire Covenant? Interesting. I think I'm going to attack for 3 here. And pass the turn. He's gonna use the Urza Saga. Take my 2. But if he doesn't do anything, end of turn, I'll probably Fire Covenant, the Containment Priest, and the Birds. And then next turn, I'll play Bombardiers and attack and have Counterspell up. Yeah, that also seems fine to me. He hasn't missed a land drop yet, but if he doesn't have a land, he might just pass. I don't know. If this is a creature that I can kill with Fire Covenant, then I'll be pretty happy about that. Surak. Huh, I can't counter it. Okay. Oh man, and he has like land to use Urza Saga. Oh, Chromox. 4 cards in hand. If I... God, Surak was the best card in the world here. Okay. I couldn't counter it, and then now if I Fire Covenant these 3, he just draws a million cards? Alright, I guess I let this happen. And then he's going to pass the turn, and I think I just have to Fire Covenant the Surak. Brutal. I do get to Surveil. I guess I'll Graveyard this. Okay. Draw. Indeed. Well, what I think I'm going to do is go Bombardiers. And here. And Sandy's just going to take it. Okay. Pass the turn. And after he makes a Saga token, I'm going to throw, I think, the Snapcaster. Huh. Do I throw Snapcaster at him or the Saga token? Let's see. I don't think I want to throw the Dragon's Rage because I think that'll be better. It's a 2/2. Yeah, I should kill the construct. I don't think it's a good idea because I don't think I'd quite do enough. I guess there's a world where I throw it at Sandy and then next turn get to play Carnage Interpreter, attack, and throw that. But all right, well, we'll see what he gets with Urza Saga here. Hopefully it's not anything too good. I do get to counterspell his play. Okay, he's got a Mox Jet in his deck. He's going to play one of the 4-drops, Dion or Palace Jailer most likely. I can counterspell it. And then next turn, I get to play these two. All right. Though I guess the Inti doesn't... Ooh. I could keep that on top. No. Huh. I could play Inti, play Interpreter, discard the card I draw and play it, but that doesn't do that much. Let's... What am I trying to draw here? There's not much I'm trying to draw, I don't think. I guess like if I found something to play instead of Inti, like a Chain Lightning, it would be really good. So I guess I'll do that. Okay, and he's going to pass here. Oh, Manamorphose? Yeah, that is actually much better. So let's go Manamorphose. Surveil. Ancient Tomb. Huh. No, I don't think I want that. I'll add red, blue. So now I can either discard the mountain to Inti, like play Inti, play Interpreter, discard the mountain, or just play the mountain. And the thing is, I don't get to discard it to an attack. Sorry. If I play Interpreter, discarding mountain, it'll trigger Inti, but I don't think that actually does anything for me. And I take a piece of pain, point of pain if I do. So let's do this. And I still only have 3 card types. I have instant. Oh, well, I'm about to have 4 in a second here because I'm going to attack with these. Sadly, I can't do anything there. And then Broadside Bombardiers. He does get to kill it, but I get to kill the construct, I guess, and the containment priest. So let's let him block. Kill the construct, sack Inti, I think, because that also makes my drag. Oh no, it doesn't make Dragon's Rage bigger. Well, and pass the turn. Now he does get to play Dion, Bahamut's dominant, but that's not unbeatable. Interesting. I could have not attacked Bombardiers, but it seems like I'm not going to get much better of a deal. I wish the Dragon's Rage had hit here. So I need a sorcery is what I need. Or an artifact, I guess, but because I have land creature instant. The second thing is really good. If he has 7 mana, if he has 2 good plays here, then I'm probably going to lose. If this is like a removal spell of some kind. Because this Carnage Interpreter is pretty important to my plans. Flicker Wisp. Sure, yeah, that's pretty good. Probe. I think I'm supposed to not pay the life here. And I heard, man, that Surok turn was so brutal. Well, at least makes the Dragon's Rage bigger, and I get an extra look here. Oh, okay, I'll keep that on top. Let's Chain Lightning the Flicker Wisp. Put this in the graveyard. And attack with both, I think. I guess I could draw one with the clues. Maybe I draw something. All right. It goes to 7 off that. It could take it and go to 2. Attack me back for 7. Flipping this doesn't kill me or anything. It turns into +1/+1 counter on all your creatures. So if he wants to kill Carnage Interpreter, he loses Dion. He double blocks here, loses a Knight and a Dion. It's Knight token, birds, 2 cards in hand versus Dragon Rage, a bunch of clues. Yeah, it's pretty close at that point. All right, he takes it. Well, pass the turn. If he can kill me, he can kill me. Close game. It felt like I was losing the whole game, and I think I am ultimately going to lose. I mean, Sandy taking it there does kind of mean it's going to kill me, I assume. I think I would have been okay except for that Surrock. The Surrock really got me. It was just the perfect card that turn, yeah. All right, what a bummer. Okay, sideboard. I definitely want Firebolt. Pyrokinesis is going to be unreal if I ever draw it. I don't want... Possible I could take Wheel out, but I think Wheel on the play especially is pretty good. Could take out Probe, but it's pretty good with Dragon's Rage Channeler, and it is useful to know Sandy's hand even if he doesn't have like tons of instants. I think I like Enduring Curiosity. Maybe I do take out Probe. All right, yeah. Seems reasonable to me. All right, let's do it. All right, I'd like to play first. Let's see what we got. Well, definitely keeping this one. See, if I didn't have to mulligan last game, I would have won. Actually, I don't know if that's true. What would Tezzeret really have done? Let's play Tamiyo. Turn 1 Tamiyo with Chain Lightning is really nice. Also, I can just flip Tamiyo on turn 2. Manamorphose flip Tamiyo turn 2. That's pretty sick, actually. Let's see, turn on Ocelot Pride? Oh, Descendant of Storms. Okay. Oh. You know what? I'm going to go Ragavan. Chain Lightning, Descendant of Storms. I played on the play 3 1-drops, so that usually gives you a pretty solid advantage, I would say. And then if he doesn't have a 2-drop creature, which he probably will, he's playing white-green. It's like, what else is in his deck? He's going to play a creature. But Ragavan might trade for it, or if he has like a Birds of Paradise that can't block it, that would be sick. And I still get to flip Tamiyo next turn. Ooh, Elvish Spirit Guide. Is it going to Surrock me? Or maybe Flicker Wisp? Oh no, this is a Green Suns. Oh, no, a Jackrabbit, I see. All right. Well, damn. Okay. Let's attack with Tamiyo. Make a clue. Manamorphose for red-black, I guess. 3-drop would have been really nice, but let's just crack this. Let's flip Tamiyo. +2 Tamiyo and pass the turn. So one thing that's kind of nice here is that the Jackrabbit will only make 1 token because it'll attack. This will trigger, and then it'll be a 1/3, so it'll make 1 token. So that's not the end of the world, unless he's got like a Noble Hierarch or something. He does not. And I'm going to cycle Oliphant as well. I think. I mean, I guess I could maybe cast the Oliphant. I think that's fine. I don't need to block with Ragavan at the moment. No, I'll keep it in hand also. If I draw Pyrokinesis, I'll be pretty happy I did that. Land, +2 Tamiyo. I'm going to pass the turn with Enduring Curiosity up to block here, I think. What does Sandy have? Doesn't have Endurance. Sven has that. Like a Felia or something, or Cathar Commando. Containment Priest, sure. That also does not stop this from coming back. I don't think. Well, wait, hold on. If it was a creature, return to the battlefield under its control. It's an enchantment. It's not a creature. I think that the way this works is it would just come back. If this were to die with Containment Priest in play, it would just come back as a enchantment still. But I guess maybe we'll see. I'll probably block Containment Priest with Ragavan here, because Ragavan is just not going to do anything against that rabbit token. Okay, and I don't really want Tamiyo taking more damage if I can avoid it. Enduring Curiosity. Yoink. I'm glad I hated that path to exile. Looking pretty good right now, I'll say. Block. Block. Okay, nice. That all worked out. And then next turn, I can play... If I want, I can play Carnage Interpreter. I could bring back a spell with Tamiyo, or I could just keep plussing Tamiyo. It's -7, so I just have to defend Tamiyo for like one more turn, if that's the case. This could be a Palace Jailer or something, and that would be pretty bad. Oh, Minsc and Boo post-combat. Okay. It's to buff Boo up to a 4/4. Sadly, my Chain Lightning does not do it here. Yeah, Minsc and Boo, huh? Well, that's a problem. If I attack with Enduring Curiosity, it just blocks with Boo. And then what? I don't really know what I do then. I think I will attack and trade though. Or I guess it eats a token. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that too. So I'm gonna play this turn. I'm gonna play Blazemire Verge and Carnage Interpreter. And you probably should just block with Rabbit Token here. I don't know. It's kind of close. All right. Well, I'm happy enough to do that. That Blazemire Verge, Carnage Interpreter, and I think I just +2 Tamiyo here. Okay, well, if Sandy has a removal spell for Carnage Interpreter, then I'm pretty dead. If he does, and he only has 2 cards in hand, well, about to be 3, I could technically minus Tamiyo ult. Well, what he could do if he doesn't have an answer is he can -2 Minsc and Boo, sack the Boo, do 1 to Tamiyo, but that's pretty weak, so I'd be happy if that happened. If I Tamiyo ult, this will never be small again, but that's okay. Oh, he is using that. All right, well, that's good to know. I mean, he does get to draw a card, so he might draw something good. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. This has Menace. All right, I have 5 clues, so time to draw some clues. I can also get back, again, I can get back Chain Lightning to kill Minsc and Boo now. That might be a pretty good one. Into birds, okay. And plays Mountain. And he has no attacks. I guess I'll draw, and if I draw all uncastables, it could be annoying, but as long as I don't draw like Wheel of Fortune or something. Planisphere. Okay. I guess I'm going to play this regardless, so let's go Planisphere. Attack with Carnage Interpreter. I'm just going to attack Sandy, I think. See what. You could triple block. You could also just double chump with rabbits. Okay, he's going to triple block. It's fine by me. Let's kill the Undermine Adventure and one of the rabbits. Okay, and let's crack another clue. Oh, wow, that was a draw. Firebolt Minsc and Boo. And then I can plus Tamiyo again. And play Watery Grave. And then pass. And now I've got a blocker for the rabbit, but also, oh, I guess he can forge onto the bird, but I can still ultimate Tamiyo. Because he forges bird to a 2/3, attacks Tamiyo for 1, goes to 7. Next turn I ult Tamiyo and draw 12 cards. All right, well, let's see what I can do. Sandy's got, you might have to scry looking for like a Flicker Whisper or something, because at this point, the Forge plan still lets me ult Tamiyo, so that kind of doesn't do it. All right, this has been a really interesting game. All right, this matchup is cool. This is a cool matchup. I think game one was really interesting too. I think it was a pretty close, and it did feel like I was basically losing the whole time, but I came close to coming back or doing something. And then this game, Minsk and Boo felt like it put me pretty far behind, but I'm kind of battling here. I had a really good start, but all right. What did he do? Two top, two bottom, one top, one bottom. So he's got an answer to Tamio, presumably here. Maybe not. Maybe he just kept Once Upon a Time. Because that gives him 5 looks at something like Flicker Wisp. Because I know Flicker Wisp can flicker Tamio. I will get the Tamio back. Dion Bahamut's dominant. All right. That's not going to do it either. Well, it's going to stop me. It's not going to stop me from ulting. But it is, he does have the initiative. So, I mean, I'm under that pressure for sure. I also get to keep my Tamio here, which is nice. All right. It's going to trigger the planosphere. What I probably get to do is just time vault here, right? Yeah. Nice. I'm at 20, so I can go Ancient Tomb. Tezzeret. Time Vault. Untap Time Vault. And there we go. All right. All right. And here, I mean, he does have Mox Jet and Chrome Mox, but I don't think that's enough to make me want Shield Breaker. Epicure. Reckless Stormseeker is kind of something against Minsk and Boo, but not even really. Maybe I cut Wheel on the draw. It's really good with Time Vault, like just at assembling the Time Vault combo, but it's otherwise pretty bad in this matchup. Maybe I cut that and just put the Probe in and just have like a slightly smoother deck, or put in like Sicarian Infiltrator. The Infiltrator just seems too weak as well. Maybe I want like the Reckless Stormseeker. It's not like giving haste to many of these things matter. Giving haste to Carnage Interpreter is pretty good. I'm just going to put in Gataxian Probe. I'm just going to try to be a little more consistent. Let's do it. All right. All right. Solid hand on the draw. Not the best Ancient Tomb spot, but turn 1, Firebolt. Turn 2, Inti. Turn 3, Iteration, or maybe Snap Firebolt. Snap Firebolt's like not the best use of your resources because, Firebolt obviously has flashback, but Sandy is mulling. I mean, hopefully he mulls and plays like a turn 1 bird and I just get to Firebolt it. Interesting question. Given that I have Firebolt in my hand, would I put Birds of Paradise in Sandy's opening hand? I think I probably would, just because it lets me use my mana on turn 1, trade my card for his card. Yeah. Though normally, of course, you would obviously never want birds in their opening hand. You'd put Overmold Monstrosity in their opening hand. All right. Sandy mulled to 6 and is ooh-watting. What did you say? What do we got? What do we got, Doggart? Plains. Okay. Plains go. All right. Spire buff go. Well, even though he doesn't have a 1-drop, these burn spells I think are going to be good still. Okay. Turn 2 Inti. Ooh. There's a Saga. Into a 2-drop? Oh, geez. Oh, it's a Jacked Rabbit. Okay. Has a 1-2. I think I'm just going to play Inti here. Here's where these both being sorceries obviously is kind of costly. Oh. Actually, I think I go Firebolt the Jacked Rabbit. Cast Ragavan. And that removes any chances that if I go Inti and he just goes like, Portable Hole, attack with Jacked Rabbit. It also means if he plays Urza's Saga here, if he just plays a land to use Urza's Saga, I can Inti the Ragavan. And I think I do. I can maybe discard. I'm not sure. I could discard Chain Lightning because I have Snapcaster and Firebolt. And then post combat, I could play Tamio here. All right, I guess I'll do that. And exiled Bombardiers. No, One short of Bombardiers. Oh, if I hit Mox Jet here, come on. Come on. That'd be so sick. I hit Elite Spellbinder, which I unfortunately also can't play. I think I'll just play Tameo here. Okay, pass the turn. Bombardiers would have been nice. He does get to Saga and then get to Saga again and get a Mox, but I can then cast Chain Lightning off Snappy. We'll see. And it kind of taps him out, so there's a chance he might not be able to play too much more this turn. And he gets a 3/3. I wonder if I should have binned Iteration instead. I don't know. Or Snapcaster. It was tough. I could have discarded Tameo, but I didn't think I wanted to do that. Oh, he's not making a token. Okay, I actually don't mind that. Gonna get Mox Jet, I assume. Could get Chrome Mox if he's really hard up. Yeah, he has a red card in hand or a double white card in hand is my assumption. Or I guess a double green card. Could be any of those things. Wait, did he not imprint? Oh, he just had the Mox Jet already and had nothing to... Oh, he drew the Mox Jet because he would have played it last turn? That's unlucky. So I think what happened, because Sandy would have played Jet last turn to make Construct bigger, I think he literally drew Mox Jet for the turn, and then now the only other target was Chrome Mox. All right. What's this? Oh, Sika's Chariot? That's kind of annoying, actually, because it makes the Construct a 4/4. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, now what? How do I do this now? I could attack with a 4/4 Ragavan. What do I discard? I discard Planisphere? Planisphere also could get kind of big here. I could play Planisphere. This Ancient Tomb has been horrendous in this game. It's just, sometimes that's how it is. Planisphere Snapcaster. Oh, I need him to not have this construct or... Yeah, all right. I have to attack here. If I don't kill the construct, the Chariot can copy the construct token, which I absolutely cannot let happen. I think I discard Planisphere at this point. Make this... So if he double blocks with the cat tokens, at least there's that. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I could Manamorphose during combat and play Snapcaster Mage. It's an option. I guess I don't need to do that during combat, though. I can just play it post-combat. Oh, that's actually going to make Ancient Tomb really nice this game. Wow, that was actually a really good one to hit. Let's see where the blocks are. Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble if he just has that construct there. Because Firebolt and Chain Lightning are just not enough to kill here. This is unfortunate. I think I'll probably post-combat need to cast Manamorphose. Oh, he's crewing the Chariot? Okay, I actually like that. I like that a lot. Wow. Okay. Oh, this is a good block for Sandy. Just no, I want to kill the Chariot. Because if I had a bounce spell and got Ragavan through, it'd be so bad. Okay, so now post combat, now we're actually fine. I think. Let's cast Manamorphose. Let's add blue-red, I guess. Draw. Ha! Okay. That's also pretty good. Maybe I don't Iteration? The thing is, though, here's the thing. No, I could just pitch Iteration. That's probably better, right? And then I can go Snap, Chain Lightning, the construct, and I can flip Tameo. Yeah, I should just do those things. So let's go Snap. Oh, I guess if I'm going to crack the clue, I should crack the clue. Let's target Chain Lightning. Crack this clue token, because I want to flip Tameo. And if I drew a weaker red card, I would use that. +2 Tameo. No, I don't even need to Pyrokinesis now, I don't think. Because he can't even attack with the tokens. Because they become 1/2s. So I guess I could just pass and see what happens. Maybe I don't have to use the Iteration, or he plays like Minsc and Boo or something. Doesn't have red mana. I think we're actually in pretty good shape here. Underman Adventure. It's going to solve the red mana problem as well. Okay. Okay. Bad dog lurking out there. Her pastime, barking at the neighbor's dogs. It's okay. It's an activity enjoyed by all, apparently. All right. Oh, we got planes. Oh, because he had catch retro, I'm sure. Well, actually, this could be okay still. Oh, Pirate Spellbomb, huh? How do I do this? Because I can play Pyrite and attack. I can use Tamio to get back Firebolt. Firebolt a cat. Attack with both. Pyrokinesis, the Underground Adventurer. And then I'd have Remand up. And they'd have just... Or I don't even have to attack with both at that point. All right, so yeah, let's get back. If it's green, it's only if it's green. Add a mana of any color. Getting back Metamorphose is kind of cute. Wait, hold on. That actually is better. Because then I can play Pyrite. And not have to... Oh, yeah. Well, then would I discard to Inti? No. I discard the card I draw off Metamorphose. So what's the advantage of doing this? If I add a green, or get Metamorphose back, add a mana, I can then cast Metamorphose, play Pyrite, use it, discard the card I draw. If I draw a better card, and I'm going to get a land off the thing. Oh, I'm going to get a land off the thing. So I know that I can leave up Remand no matter how I do this. Wow. This is... So I think if I want to attack with Inti, is it better to discard Pyrite, cast Firebolt, have those mana up? Or is it better to get back Metamorphose, cast Metamorphose, have a mana floating, cast Metamorphose, or just cast Pyrite, and then have Pyrite up, but I'd have to cast Metamorphose first? My head's hurting. So basically in one scenario, I'm priced into discarding the card I draw off Metamorphose, but I do get to cast Metamorphose and for 1 mana, basically. I mean, that does seem better. I don't know. All right. Plus, I get to make use of Tamio's mana ability, which is nice. Okay, add a red. And then... Do I tap the Ancient Tomb? Or do I tap the land? I could just play the Pyrite. No, but then if I just play the Pyrite, then I use it that way, and I still have those 3 mana up, and I don't. But I have to use the Metamorphose, or I'm just discarding it. I mean, just discarding Metamorphose is still better, because I get to play Pyrite for free, discard Metamorphose. Yeah. All right, I guess it ended up all the same now that I think about it. Because if I just play Pyrite, I could have just cast Firebolt. And Firebolt will still be in my graveyard. So is it better to cast Metamorphose or not? If my top card, I mean, is bad, good, whatever. What, am I going to spend the mana, I guess, differently? I guess not. I think I'll just play Pyrite. Discard the Metamorphose. Make it a 3/3. I discarded Metamorphose. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to play it regardless, but that's so funny. It would have been sick to cast Fire Covenant here. Actually, what I might end up doing here is, depending on how Sandy blocks, he might get baited kind of badly. Oh, I don't have a swamp to go get with initiative either, which is funny. So he might end up blocking such that I can use Pyrokinesis plus... Yeah, here we go. This is going to work out really nicely. All right, Pyrokinesis, deal 4, exile iteration, Pyrite Spellbomb, take the initiative. I'm just get an island, I guess. Play the island and pass the turn. All right, well, it was a very circuitous route there, and that was a tough turn. I wonder, I don't think there's a world where I get to cast Fire Covenant, because I guess, yeah, there really isn't. Unless I discarded Iteration, is there a chance that I'd want to do that? Oh, got the match. Nice. All right, that was sick. That was the best match of the week so far. Battling against Jay Reddy here on kind of like Esper mid range. All right, not the best hand, but no, not bad at all. Like get to have turn 2 Inti. Could just fire off the turn 3 wheel, but probably want to take a little time to cast Chain Lightning, maybe Snapcaster first. Inti wheel is a combo. Not the most effective combo because usually the turn you wheel, you don't need to get another card, but hey, it will trigger the Inti. Okay, well, they did mulligan, which makes me a little less inclined to wheel soon. And Inti has done good work. Let's probe. I think that's warranted here. Let's see what we got. Baleful Mastery, Plains, White Plume. I see. Well, if Jay Reddy has one turn to draw a swamp and get into this game. Didn't draw a swamp or a play, so that's going to be tough. Let's attack with Inti and kind of want to just discard Wheel of Fortune. I don't think I'm that close to casting Wheel. I want to grow Inti. I might not play this. I'm just hoping to hit a land. Well, all right. You know what? That's fine. I will actually play the Mountain, and I'll play Planisphere. And if Jay Reddy wants to play a White Plume into this, and I just Chain Lightning it, then yeah, you could do that. I mean, you might have to. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad play because it gets black mana for all these black spells, but it's not going to be good enough, I don't think. Because next turn, I'm going to get to go Chain Lightning, grow this to a 3/3 attack, or 2/2 attack, discard a card. Like, it's just kind of doing it all. All right, Chain Lightning that thing, and I'll have a counterspell up too. And I guess I can discard Xander's Lounge. Xander's Lounge, Inti. I'm going to Inti onto the hero because it's going to be bigger, so eventually giving that trample is nice. All right, well, plays my Verge is nice and all, but I'm just going to get Island and play Island. I don't need black cards to win this game. Black card, I just have one. Having a counterspell up this turn is going to be way better. Jay Reddy can pass the turn and then cast an instant, but I think that's fine. It's actually possible that what I wanted to do this turn is go Snap, Chain Lightning you. Something to consider. Though I think I'll just do that next turn and probably win that way. Because I can, unless Jay Reddy's drawn a white card to play, which possible, if 3 unknowns, I counter the Baleful Master or whatever it is they play. Sedgemoor Witch? No. No thanks. On my turn, forge the hero token. Attack. I mean, this is almost lethal anyways. Discard Pyrokinesis, put a counter on Inti. Exile a Watery Grave that's unnecessary, put you 1. And then Snap, Chain Lightning. All right, up a game. Opponent mulled and didn't have black mana. We take advantage of that when we can. Best match of the week so far. Now, Firebolt does kill Deep Cavern Bat, which is in his deck. Probably do want that. I will once again take out Wheel on the draw. He has a card in his deck that I'm just not going to beat. Maybe I could even consider siding in Inspiring Managed Path. It's Psychic Frog. It's just the worst card for me to play against me in the entire cube. No. I mean, Time Walk probably is better, right? But like, there's not many cards that provide me more trouble. So I'd have, if I did that, I'd have 1, 2, 3 white sources. I guess I'm just going to hope he doesn't Psychic Frog me. That's my plan for now. Okay. On the draw. This hand's really good with a red because I can go like Dragon's Rage into Bombardiers into maybe Legend of Roku, Enduring Curiosity. All right. I've got a Gitaxian Probe. What could go wrong? Okay, let's probe. It's going to look weird if I play Probe into Dragon's Rage. Which I'm not actually, but Oliphant was a pretty good draw. Let's see what he got. Anointed Peacekeeper, Fatal Push, Grief, and Lands. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's go get volcanic. Take my turn. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let's play this because he's probably going to play Anointed Peacekeeper next turn. If he wants to grief me first, he can. Oh, no plays. Okay. Also works for me. And now I can play it Enduring Curiosity end of turn. It just didn't look like he had good plays to make here. Is he going to hard cast Grief? Oh, I guess he can't even cast Anointed Peacekeeper. Demonic Tutor second main phase. Sure. And, all right, well, Enduring Curiosity, Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb really doing good stuff here. That's the card he must have had in hand for a while. Would have loved to play Legend of Roku this turn. Let's go. I'm probably going to get griefed next turn. I could snap Probe. I kind of like that, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the coward's way out. I'm going to go Planisphere first, and then snap, and then Probe, paying the life. Spider Bluff. Oh, I can't play Dragon's Rage. I thought it would be untapped. Oh, he has Sedgemoor Witch, Chain of Smog in hand? Okay. That's not good. If he's drawn a land, then he's just going to get to go off here. So he just tutored for the second part of that combo. All right. I guess I lose now? Geez, so he had to draw a land for that, but even if he didn't, I wouldn't have had that much time. Okay. Okay. And then he ends by Sedgemoor Witching me, and I discard. He has infinite tokens, we've said. Dragon's Rage counterspell, I guess. I don't know. Draw. Ha! I was going to draw the Tezzeret for Time Vault. All right. Well, go into game 3. Okay. I don't mind Wheel on the Play, though. Wheel on the Play is generally not bad. Maybe I don't want this Firebolt, actually. It's looking a little less good the more I think about it. All right. Let's try this again. All right. I would like to play first. Okay. I will keep this hand. I've got some pretty dangerous 1-drops here. I'm going to lead with Ragavan because that's the one that, if it works out, it's so much better. I could have led with Tamiyo and dashed Ragavan, but dashing Ragavan is okay, but it's actually not like amazing. And hitting with Ragavan over and over again, that's amazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. Hit island, let's go Planisphere. And Tamiyo using the treasure. All right, well, it's a lot of dorks. Okay, it's not a Psychic Frog at least. I'm gonna attack. I think I'm just gonna attack with these because I can crack a clue. All right, I don't need to crack a clue here. I'm basically throwing away a Tamiyo for a Ragavan hit. Oh, and I get to play in a clue, and I get to play a Tidebinder. Sure. Okay. I think that was worth it. It's that or like just leave Tamiyo back and do nothing and just attack with Ragavan, in which case I just get blocked. I'm okay trading Tamiyo for a treasure, a card off the top. Oh no. And a clue, as well as a Ragavan hit. Okay. Tezzerets? Okay. We take those. Time Vault? Yes, please. Untap Time Vault. Boom. And that's a 2-0. If it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. If they want to combo me, I'll combo them right back. All right, we're watching Mark's round 2 here. I actually don't think we're going to get a round 3. We're up 4-0, and in a 3-on-3, you just need 5 wins. Because we all won round 1, and I won round 2, and so did... oh, this is round 3. Wait. We're up 4-0. We all won round 1, as did I win round 2, and this is Mark's round 2. And he's Lotus. He's got, oh, that's a cool-looking Ang. So, I mean, Leyline Binding, there's an Oko, but Mark honestly can just flip Ang. 3. Oh, yeah, he's got enough. He's just going to do that. It won't get the counter on the Samurai token, because if you flip it to Aang and La, then it puts a counter on all your tapped creatures. Oh, I guess he could tap the Samurai token. No, he's just going to tap all 8 lands. All right. Yeah, you know, if Bebop had a removal spell here, it would be pretty good, but now I think what you do is you go Thunder Trap Trainer and Samurai attack Oko, and then Aang and La attack Bebop. But I guess if you want to play it safe, and this worked out. All right, well, Bebop's got 1 card in hand, about to be 2, 5-color stuff, and is facing down a 6/6 that's buffing the rest of the team, or at least buffing some of the team. Cracks the Arid Mesa, so they're casting something. And there's an Urborg in play, so maybe they need actual red or white mana or something like that. Oh, Taiga, green mana. Okay. Who we got here? Omnath, nice. They did have to crack the fetch to play the Omnath, which was a little unfortunate for Bebop because then don't get the Omnath double trigger. But gain 4 here has a little bit of time thanks to the life gain. Mark has 2 cards in hand. Oh, played it untapped and didn't play it, or didn't use it. So I guess we'll see. I mean, if Mark doesn't have a removal spell, technically only Aang and La can attack into Omnath, but seems like there's a pretty decent chance Mark's got a good play here. Does he got a good move? Yeah, that's pretty good. 1 ring when you're both at 23 and you have a better board is a pretty good place to be. Both with like no cards in hand. And slamming with Aang. Going up to a 7/7. Bebop might have something, because again, they left up Temple Garden. So I'm not sure what it is they've got. And then post-combat, Mark has, Hero Bladehold, yeah. We ended up putting Hero into his deck to just take advantage of Mana Crypt and Black Lotus, just to have more like I win buttons in your opening hand. So why did we play Temple Garden untapped? I'm not sure. I guess we did not find out. Maybe the situation for it didn't come up. Oh, Springheart Omnath is actually pretty good. Play a land, make an Omnath copy, still keep the original, but you get to basically pay 2 mana to draw a card. Oh, nice. Someone enjoyed my match. All right, let's get in there. We'll see what they've got. They have a 60-card deck, but I don't, like I said, I don't think we're getting around 3. So let's just battle here, see what we can do, and ship the turn here. Apologize for any thumps you may hear. The kids are home from school today, and the videos are still getting made, but let's just say it's hazardous conditions. Oh, they didn't want to play the turn on Ragavan. It was too intimidating. Anyways, back to the match we were watching. The Omnath, no cards in hand. Omnath turned into Nadu. Okay, that was the card that Bebop drew. I still think Mark is kind of crushing here because the 1 ring. Without the 1 ring, maybe we'd be talking, but with the 1 ring, I just find it hard to imagine Mark isn't going to get to play something pretty good here. Like a Fracture Identity, or I guess we'll see what this is. Indeed, Fracture Identity on Leyline Binding. Nice. Get back the Wandering Emperor. Leyline Binding. Probably the Nadu, just that's the most dangerous of the cards. And it also means that the Hero Bladehold can attack into... Well, actually can't attack into Omnath. Springheart. I mean, it can... Oh, we didn't need to do that main phase, but that's okay. Aang and La make it so it can attack. I just attack with everything now, yeah. And then battle cry it so that the soldiers are going to get the battle cry. Oh, they also get Aang and La. You put that one last. Yeah, he stacked it correctly here. And then put a counter on everything, and then everything battle cries. And now it's like Omnath blocks the Thunder Trap and takes 9, 14, 22. Well, I guess that's game. Very nice. And Blackwood wins the match, which does mean our draft concludes, but a pretty sick draft, I'll say. All right. Well, yeah, that does wrap it up. I'm not going to force Bebop to play at, 0-5 or whatever. Bebop's 0-2 and is like, hey, you want to play round 3? Your team didn't win a match. I think Sven's going to win round 2 also, so that's a straight up 6-0. Ooh, never mind. Bebop wants to play. Yes, I would like to play. I want to get another match with this deck. Playing against 5 color here. And you know what? The fact that we've won the draft, we're here to play Magic the Gathering. And Just the fact that there's no draft at stake is still okay. We drafted these decks, we want to play them. And I would like to win. Also, I care about my cube win percentage. The bot tracks it all. You know, the drafts won, matches won, hot streaks, all that stuff. Got to give a shout out to Aber and Jeremy. Just working on this bot is just incredible. It is super, super cool. All right. No turn one play from Bebop. Rocksteady would have had a turn one play. And then turn two, I have Miscalc and Reanimate. So I do hope Bebop plays a card on turn two so I can cast a counter. Oh. I think I'm just going to dash this, actually. I'll live for with a 2-drop play, and then... Because this just means that next turn I can have Ragavan plus counter up, or maybe just play Legend of Roku. I do run into the downside of them having a 2, but 5-color decks, I don't know how often, they're going to play a 2-mana card. All right, land would be still a nice draw here. Oh, Volcanic Island. All right, I'm just going to cast Ragavan. I don't think I want to dash it here. And I wonder, should I just let this happen? I've got Wheel of Fortune. I've got Miscalc. I've got Remand. All right, you know what? Oh, I could also just pay. No, I'm going to take a different line. We'll see if this works. I'm going to leave up a counter and just try to go counter your turn 3 play. I just think a lot of the turn 3 plays Bebop could make would be better than Ragavan. If they don't play anything, that's okay too. It does seem like they're probably going to play something. All right, I will miscalc the Outland Liberator. See, like that would have already blanked the Ragavan. I don't know. It's close, but another thing factoring in here. Oh, do they have the Deflect Lightning? Nice. That's cool. I don't mind it. They do have to take 5 damage to do it. So, or pay 5 life. Oh, the Pyroblast. That's a lot better. All right, well, all right. Outland Liberator. They probably should have let me scry first. I actually don't want Counterspell here. And I think I'm going to play Legend of Roku. Oh. No, I think I'm going to do this. Pirate Spellbomb. I'll keep Mountain on top, I think. I would like to hit a land next turn. Though, maybe I should have just been Mountain and hit for 3. Actually, that was terrible. I didn't really think that through well enough. I should have been Mountain and hit for 3, because if I remand here, I'm actually might just be the Mountain anyway. I don't know. I didn't really factor in the Dragon's Rage quickly enough before snapping off keeping a land. Bebop have a move? 4 cards at hand here. Depending on what I remand here, I also might want to wheel instead of play Legend of Roku. I mean, I would prefer to get Legend of Roku into play, but if Bebop played something really, really good and I remanded it, it might be better just to wheel that card away. So Legend of Roku into wheel is a lot stronger. Lava Spur Boots, okay. Interesting. Land. Attack for 1. So I guess I'm actually just going to pass here. Play around Nadu. Because now, or just whatever, I can just remand, maybe play something this turn. Maybe not, though. Okay, Flame Tongue. Yeah, definitely remanding that. Now I'll graveyard this. Ooh, a Manamorphose. All right. Draw. Oh, and a Snapcaster. Oh, that's really good. All right. Hit for 3, pass the turn, and now I just Snapcaster and remand or counterspell. Yeah, I would have won by now. I would have done 4 extra damage by now if I had been the Mountain. But I think we're gonna be okay. Or maybe just 2 extra damage actually. But either way. Just gonna cycle the Manamorphose now. See it yield to but good God. Oh. Inti? Yeah, sure. No response. Blue, draw. Snapcaster Mage. I think I'm just going to get Remand because casting Flame Tongue next turn is just not gonna do anything. So I'd rather do it. Now I can yield to all. Oh, Planisphere? No, I don't need to play that this turn. Oh, Carnage Interpreter. That's interesting. Blazemire Verge. I think I just go Legend of Roku. Oh, I guess I didn't even need to play the land first. Graveyard, the Ancient Tomb. I hit Time Vault, Oliphant, huh? All right, well, I'm going to play Inti. Attack with both. And I think I will discard probably the Wheel. At this point, I really don't think I'm casting Wheel. And now I'm going to put the counter on Snapcaster. I hit Pyrokinesis, which I guess I could technically cast. I basically just wanted to put Bebop at dead to all three of my creatures. So I think discarding is worth it. And now Bebop has to play a lot of stuff. I guess Omnath? Yeah, red, green, white, blue. Fetch land could do something. This is Malevolent Rumble revealing the Omnath. No, not quite doing it. Okay. Do I want Firebolt? No. Sicaran Infiltrator could be kind of interesting, just if we're both playing a bunch of removal and draw going. I think I'll still keep Chain Lightning. All right. I think this will probably be fine. All right. Let's do it. All right. I will keep this hand. Turn one Chain Lightning, which probably doesn't have a target, but I have a Miscalc into Counterspell. Oh. And I do a Ragavan. I've had Ragavan in my opening hand a lot, or drawn it on turn one, actually. Card's really good if you can do that. If Bebop doesn't have a removal spell, it just has a blocker, Chain Lightning, attack, have Counterspell up, the game's just almost over. I'll say that one of the strengths of this deck, is, just taking a look, I've got Tameo and Ragavan as one-drops that can really take over a game if unanswered, with Chain Lightning and a bunch of Counterspells and Pyrokinesis as like kind of backup. Oh, they didn't even have a creature. All right. Hit with Ragavan. See what we get. Suspicious Stowaway? I don't need to do that. I'm going to win the game pretty fast here if Ragavan keeps going. I'd rather just have a counterspell up. If I play Stowaway and then they like play a good 3, I don't know. Maybe Chain Lightning means I should just play the Stowaway and not be such a coward, but kind of feel like just being able to miscalc their next play here is just so powerful. They might have a double spell turn. That's possible. Was this like a Unearth on Leovold? Wow, I'm actually really glad. I have to use my treasure, but Unearth on they hit Leovold off Commercial District. Wow, if they have a mana leak here, oh, Pyroblast. All right, I mean that's impressive. I do have Chain Lightning, I guess, but oh, they're not equipping the boots. All right, let's just play Mountain. Don't need to do anything else. Chain Lightning, Leovold. Okay, I still have Miscalc up, but they got me pretty good with their Pyroblast. Ooh, they have something? Redirect Lightning. All right, well. Wow, they had Leovold with double counter up. The good news is they took 5 damage off the Redirect Lightning, so that actually works out kind of nicely. Wow, Unearth hitting Leovold with the Surveil was just incredibly good for Bebop. If I hadn't drawn Ragavan, this game would have been pretty hard to win, I think. The Ragavan is still going to give me a pretty good advantage, even if the party time might almost be over here, but Legend of Roku is going to come down. It's kind of a refresh. I hope this isn't a Nadu. No, it's a Rumble. Revealing 4th Year Lingus, Ignoble Hierarch. Oh, Moloch. Now they can play Moloch for 1. Yeah. Pretty good. Just ended up being a good game. This draft had some pretty sweet games. I will say that. Oh, they're going to do it this way. All right. Still took the Moloch, though. One of the advantages of 6-player drafts is you do end up with some pretty sweet games. All right, let's cast Probe first. Not so much, I was going to say to see what's in the hand, but now I could go Bombardiers, attack, throw it. Next turn you Moloch the Bombardiers. Alternately, I could go Legend of Roku. Yeah, that sounds better. Let's play this. Let's make island. Play Legend of Roku, because I think Moloch's going to come down next turn and kill Ragavan. But then I'm going to get to... What did I hit here? Oh, Dragon's Rage Channeler. That's sick. All right. And then pass the turn. And 2 lands and a Moloch. So play Moloch as like a 5/5. But then next turn I've got Bombardiers. I can't kill the Moloch, but I think having the Bombardiers in play is still going to be really good. They might eat the Dragon Rage Channeler. What do I have? Instant Sorcery in Graveyard. See, the other alternative was playing Bombardiers, trading the treasure token for the spawn and pay 1 for the boots. I get to get the treasure token back. I have those 2 in play, but then Moloch comes down, kills Bombardiers, and it's Ragavan versus 3/3 versus 5/5 Moloch rather. I don't love that setup so much. Urborg means I also have black mana now. Okay. Ooh, if they make a 4/4 Moloch to equip the boots, which is a totally reasonable play, it's going to be way worse against Bombardiers because I can deal 4 easily. Okay. Here comes Moloch. Ragavan down. They might attack with the Eldrazi spawn. Or, oh, they're going to move it and attack. Yeah, that's a good play. I actually think that's a pretty nice play. Let's see what we hit here. Xander's Lounge, it's out of red, whatever. Manamorphose. Just bin that, it's fine. And so now I have 3 card types. Let's go Bombardiers. Play this island, play Planisphere. I mean, I'm going to be able to do 9 here. Oh, bin that. I don't have anything to do with it right now. So this is not the kind of game where I need a Time Vault to win. If I need anything else to win, it's like 1 more spell. All right. You go to 1. Sack the Planisphere. All right. So now Bebop has to have an answer to all 3 of these things. And I don't die because I've got a chumper for the 6/5. Because, there's a world where it's like play Omnath, equip boots, attack with both. But not going to happen here. First of all, you got to have an answer to Bombardiers. Second, you have an answer to Dragon's Rage Channeler. They've only drawn 2 unknowns since I've seen their hand. I know they have Flooded Strand, 2 unknowns. The Moloch at least blocks the hero token, so that's set. But I also have the Legend of Roku flipping into Roku. So I'll have a 4/4 that I can pay 8 to make a 4/4 and has Firebending 4, which doesn't do anything right now, but in a turn it definitely will. Okay. I guess you can name Bombardiers. And then you need another blocker. You need a flying block. You need an answer to the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Or a removal spell No, removal spell is not going to work, actually. Unfortunately for Bebop here, the didn't have double green. Couldn't copy the Moloch with the Spring Heart. Not that it actually would have even killed the Dragon's Rage Channeler. But the Channeler is going to get the job done, and that's a 3-0. A legit 3-0, even though we did already win the draft before that. But, I mean, this deck was nice. It had a really rocky start, and it definitely overperformed to go 3-0. But the reasons I would say this deck 3-0'd is I drew Ragavan and Tammy in my opening hand a lot. Those are both really good. They'll bulldoze a lot of starts. The combination of Chain Lightning, Pyrokinesis, Counterspell, Miscalc, Remand, Snapcaster Mage, I had a lot of interaction to back up those early threats. I drew Time Vault Tezzeret a couple times when it was really good. I had some decent 4s, Enduring Curiosity and Legend of Roku. They were fine. Legend of Roku seems like it'll stick around for a bit. It's got some action. It reminds me of Shonen of the Scalds, but it's mono red instead of white red, which is nice. Bombardiers continues to just be an amazing card. Yeah, the Vault Tezzeret thing was pretty good. I never really landed a really juicy Fire Covenant. The turn I thought I was going to, Sandy played Surrock. You know, Surrock gets made fun of sometimes. It goes late in a lot of drafts, but I've had multiple games that you could see if you watch my videos where my opponent plays Surrock and I'm like, that's the perfect card. That just crushed me. I had a game where I straight up lost to it when my hand, I was like blue-white control or Jeskai control. My hand was like 2 counters and 2 removal spells, and then they just played Surrock, and like my removal spells were like a deal 2 or something and a path to exile, and it was like turn 3, and it was like, what the hell? So those are good. Inti kept being good. And then Dragon's Rage did some work. I had good mana. I mean, I had Volcanic, Spire Bluff, Multiversal Passage, Fiery Islet. So 4 untapped blue-reds. Xander's Lounge and Oliphant for 2 more tapped blue-reds. And then Watery Grave, Blazemire, Oliphant, Xander's Lounge, Passage to splash the 1 Fire Covenant. Also, Carnage Interrupter keeps being pretty solid for me. It's a card you have to build around, but if you can have a cheap enough deck, it's pretty good. And you know, we take the 3-0. So that'll do it for this one. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. And you know what? I've been liking the red beatdowns. Let's see what I draft tomorrow. Maybe more red beatdown. We'll see. Wait, I lied. I hope too many people didn't leave, but I did want to go over the draft. I had forgotten. So still, 3-0 after my first 4 picks being Watery Grave, Wheel, Path, Ragavan is something. So if I didn't take Watery Grave here, yeah, you could take Council's Judgment. You could take Malcolm. I really don't see anything else that you would want to take first pick. You'd have to be pretty set on drafting green to take Endurance or Reanimator to take what Collective Brutality. In fact, I think Watery Grave's still a better pick if you want to draft Reanimator, or you like slam Sword of the Meek. Second pick, I took Wheel, which still just, I think, easily the pick here. Regardless of your first pick, you're supposed to take Wheel here. I mean, unless you could go, again, completely deranged. You take Endurance, I guess you could take Noble, but that's just like a crazy bad way to do things. And then third pick, big part of the reason I took Path is I knew I was passing to Sandy. But also, it's, again, the best card in the pack by miles. I don't really see how you avoid taking it. If you went Endurance into Noble into Birds, you could do that. These cards all wheeled, so there's no reason to do that. But, yeah, Watergrave wheeled and Path, which I never really came that close to playing. There's also Colonnade and Tar Pit. And then Ragavan, Ocelot Pride is kind of interesting too. Obviously, it worked out way better that I took Ragavan, but you can make an argument for Ocelot Pride, Path, and again abandon kind of the first 2 picks for the most part. I don't really see a way to take Mox Opal here. You could take Strim. I don't think that's good either. Then here I took Remand again. I'm just when the packs are bad and there's not a clear direction. I mean, I think for the first 5 packs, I literally just took the best card out of every pack. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Tundra is also not a crazy pick. If you went Path into Ocelot Pride, I'd still probably take Remand over Tundra. And then here, Volcanic versus Windswept Heath. Again, it worked out really nicely. The picks don't always. There's a world where you take Fractured. If you went Path, Pride, Remand, Fractured is reasonable. I took Volcanic because of the Ragavan and the Wheel. Worked out. Planisphere, yeah. With, look, the Endurance is still in the pack. I guess what I could have done at some point here is maybe take, like, Undermountain Adventure into Endurance, into Noble, into Birds, and that would have been pretty good. I don't know why I would take Undermountain Adventure out of the pack exactly, because I think if I was going to take a splash card Fracture, or another color of card Fracture, it would still be better. I'm glad I took the Volcanic. The Spire Bluff is easy pick. Carnage Interrupter worked out pretty well. Pyrite was solid. Infiltrator I didn't play. Curiosity was fine. And then I didn't really even play these red cards. And then I guess I'm just taking Time Vault no matter what when I open pack 2. And the draft is very different from there. But interesting draft. And for those who stayed around for the post-credit scene, hope you enjoyed this. And I'll still be back tomorrow with some more Magic. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.